My name is Mehmet İnan. I'm professor of food science, food engineering in Turkey. And we are located in Antalya, southwest part of Turkey. And also I'm the director of Food Safety and Agricultural Research Center, which we do analysis of pesticides or heavy metals or food process development or any related to food and agriculture. So I'm not going to spend so much on the background. We already heard about from colleagues that Turkey is an agricultural country. This is for sure. And because it has a potential in terms of arable land and climate and water resources. And about 4 million or 6, depending on the years actually, I think it's getting 6 million farmers in Turkey, and most of them small. That's the problem we already talked about. And about 22 million people somehow is depending on the agriculture or living in Turkey. Because it's situated in Europe and Middle East, it has an advantage on that. And the biggest thing is the farm size are small. That's the biggest problem in Turkey. Okay? So the threats, changes in the climate environment warming are challenging productivity. And increases in both population and food consumption pose a considerable threat to food security. Not only we have to feed all people and enough food. And also there are emerging plant diseases, immunity of the pathogens, the chemicals that we use, and water shortage and misuse of arable land and organizations makes food security problem. And the opportunities are enhanced use of technology and innovation, and also biotechnology in agriculture. And why we do the biotechnology in agriculture? For food safety, security, and nutrition. And we know that innovation and technology secures the food and health promotion and for human needs. And I'm just going to mention general about the agricultural biotechnology because in Turkey, I mean, we do a lot of research, but we don't produce any product and we don't plant any genetically engineered plants in Turkey. And when we say, or actually when I'm saying here agricultural biotechnology, includes a range of tools that scientists employ to understand and manipulate the genetic makeup of an organism for using the production or processing of agricultural products. And we know that from 1996, many countries started, with the sixth group actually, US, China, Argentina, Canada, Mexico, and Australia. And then now it's about 28 countries use and plants the genetically modified crops. But countries not planting but importing biotech crops. Actually, UK and Turkey is in the same group. So we can import, but we cannot produce. That's one of the challenges also. And we actually do a lot of research, and we do, in this area, but we don't make any, but we import from other countries. But the countries started with actually planting, Bulgaria, France, Germany, and they stopped actually producing it, okay, planting. And then this increments, rate of the increase actually is still going up, but from here, developing countries are slowing down. Actually, the industrial countries are slowing down actually, and the developing countries are using more land to produce genetically engineered plants. And about 404 genetically modified plants has been in the market, and then 148 of them is actually maize and potato, cotton, and those. And I will talk about actually what's the status of those using for food or feed in Turkey. So actually it's been named, but biosafety law in Turkey went into effect on September 2010. As of 2015, there are 25 corn and 7 soy events approved for feed use only. Okay, you cannot use any agricultural biotech crops for food. Soybean and corn are approved for animal feed, not for food actually. So, but another amendment, the government requiring attestation that import of enzymes and microorganisms and products that utilize them are not obtained from genetically engineered. They have to have a certificate that anything you import from outside is not genetically modified. This was a big problem actually, even starting from food enzymes to anything. But later on, actually in May 2015, Ministry of Food, Agriculture and Livestock decided not to continue the requirement for enzymes, but for but for microorganisms, importers are still required to provide a biotech-free certificate. If you want to use any microorganism in Turkey or any production, it has to be non-GMO. So Turkey has a zero tolerance for the detection of unapproved GE traits. This is a big problem. There are so many traits, and there are 144 events in maize, for example. Which one? You cannot specifically test which one was approved in Turkey. Only 25 of them were approved. So this is also still a problem for testing. Any imported food or feed containing GE crops above the labeling threshold must be labeled. Okay? And under 0.9% is called contamination, involuntary contamination from anything else. So also Turkey ratified the Cartagena Biosafety Protocol in 2003 and entered into force in 2004 actually. So the biosafety law permits this regulated study and development of plant biotechnology. So the permit is not required for agricultural biotech research. But law bans the production of genetically engineered animals and plants. So you can do research, but you cannot produce. So importation of transgenic seeds is also forbidden by the law. Due to the insufficient domestic production and increasing demand, Turkey imports significant quantities of feed crops for its poultry and livestock. So it's all coming from maize and soybean, actually. In another development in Turkey, actually, High Planning Council of Turkey adopted the biotechnology strategy and an action plan for the years of 2015 and 2018. The plan covers all aspects of biotechnology, though, so all are mixed into one plan, actually: agriculture, health, and industrial. So this is owned by very high level, actually, Prime Minister and ministers of the agriculture and energy and development ministers are on the. So the general targets of the plan are to regulate the legal and administrative structure, to improve the technical infrastructure, to increase productivity capacity, and to improve agriculture, health, and industrial biotechnology sectors. But specific target of this related to agricultural biotechnology is to amend the biosafety law and other related legislations, and also to determine the rules and principle of allocating specifically controlled fields for the researchers. and for field trials. So it was in the lab, but you couldn't plant anything. But now, actually, it's not yet there, but it's being worked on, actually. So the current status of the agricultural biotechnology research in Turkey, plant biotechnology research works are now carried out in many universities and research institutes. Plant generation via organogenesis and embryogenesis, in vitro macro. So all these techniques, I'm not going to gene expression, all is done in the lab. So we have very good research capabilities. And also use of molecular marker techniques for different researches, such as plant breeding program, production of insect, herbicide, and disease-resistant plant, and identification of drought or disease-resistant genes, mapping of agronomically important genes. Those are not being done. Now, the law is not done yet, but will be describing the field, trial fields. So, the conclusion, the agriculture holds an important place in the Turkish economy. To achieve its development goals and what should be implemented here are high-tech, and this covers all, not only biotech, but high-tech irrigation practices in agriculture, versatile application of equipment for seeds, fertilizers, and crop production, soil and water management, advanced crop mapping and recording equipment, animal breeding and reproduction, and embryo semen production. All those actually not produced, all are imported as of today, actually. And there is no, and even the industrially produced enzymes that used in the feed are all imported. There's no company that makes in Turkey any of these. So tissue culturing, decrease the duration of variety development, assisted breeding and reproduction technologies, artificial insemination, embryo transfer, and other related technologies. 1924.